the biggest thing right now, Dream for All. It's, you probably ask a lot of lenders out there, it's really annoying that CalHFA kind of put this out there so vaguely. I mean, it's kind of like there's rumor, 2023, 2024, there's 200 million out there right now, but we don't know when it's going to come out. We don't know if they're going to change any of the guidelines as well. So one big thing is some of the guidelines that they put may slightly change. We don't know. And the biggest kicker is we don't know what the rate's going to be until the program rolls out. That's how it was last time as well. So you're kind of estimating. Now, historically, CalHFA rates do tend to be a lot lower than a regular rate that the lenders out there are putting. So if you're familiar with CalHFA down payment assistance program of the 3 or 3.5%, those rates usually tend to be lower than the standard program. So that is a plus, and it's possible that this program will still be a more attractive rate. We just don't know what it's going to be. And we don't know when it's going to be out there. So clients are asking, I think the biggest thing is we can move forward in getting people pre-approved. We can't really approve them for this loan, but I think one thing good is last time around this came out, it was very hard to get a client into contract because of the demand. But what I was able to do for my clients that did not get pre-approved is I was able to kind of restructure it of, okay, like let's do a smaller down payment assistance program. Or do you have a savings? Do you have stock? Do you have retirement? Do you have a gift from a family member that you can now purchase? And I actually did a handful of loans from the Dream for All pot that I was able to restructure them into other loans. And the clients were super happy. I was still able to take all of those leads and all of those pre-approvals that people were just like, oh, all right, well, now what? Well, I'm like, well, hey, like if we have that contact with that client, do not, just drop them off of, oh, okay, now you don't have this program anymore. Well, you're SOL. No, like I was working on restructuring my loans to who was still wanting to move forward, who wanted to try to make it happen. And those clients that were engaged with me, I was even 10 times more engaged back, and it paid off because I was able to get them restructured. So one thing also, I was actually talking to Dominique this morning about this, is with the Dream for All, it is a conventional only product. It does not go FHA. And you may be wondering, well, what's the difference? When we usually put someone in an FHA loan, it's because they have lower credit scores, which usually are from lates, collection accounts, things like that, where they've had issues in the past with their credit. They've been trying to work on it, but those clients are not going to be able to go conventional. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac really made their guidelines a lot more stricter this year with everything going on in the market, job losses, the government. So if you have a client that if they tell you, oh yeah, I have like my credit's kind of okay, more than likely they're not going to even be able to get pre-approved for this program. So I can give one thing of advice on reels, talking to clients at open houses, leads, is if the client says, yeah, I have great credit, it's over 700, I maybe have one late, then yes, they would 9 times out of 10 be approved for this program. But if they have old lates and collect, they won't get approved for this program, but they more than likely will be approved for an FHA loan. So they can do a standard FHA, or CalHFA has a 3.5% down payment assistance program. They can go that route, but just remember, Dream for All is a conventional only program. So they really need to have pretty good credit to move forward with it.
So I had a couple of questions. So baseline qualifications for the program. And I feel like because so many people are creating videos about this, they're going to have conversations with renters, so on and so forth. So like baseline qualifications.
They need to have a 680 credit score. There was some 660 to 680. I would say if you're going to put it out there, market clients with an over 700 credit score. Because if they're over 700, more than likely, they're going to have that credit history that Fannie Mae is going to approve them on. So I would keep pushing the conversation of 700 credit score. It does have to be a primary residence, no home ownership in the last 3 years. Because remember, first-time home buyer is technically someone who has not had ownership in the last 3 years. And it's going to be for 1 unit. So really pushing those key things, because then I know, like, what's that, the What's a Mortgage guy, he talks about how I want to attract the clients, so I'm going to talk about things. Those are the type of clients I want to attract. So if you're talking to clients who, hey, 700 credit score, good credit, and you keep putting that out there, clients that you're going to start to get in and involved and really attract, especially for this program.